Hello guys, so today I am going to teach you how to write your body paragraphs for your Hoot essay. So this is very similar to what you've done in the past, but I realize now you're at home, you don't have as much help from me or Miss Shui, so you might need a little bit more guidance with this one, and that's okay. So I showed you yesterday how to write the introduction paragraph. Within your introduction paragraph, you should have had 3 reasons to support whatever your opinion or whatever your thesis is. So I wrote a example about Number the Stars because we have already read that book, and I wanted to choose, a prompt or a book really that you all could understand. So yesterday, in my introduction paragraph, I said that Peter was the character who helped the people of Denmark the most, and I gave 3 supporting details for how he helped. So the first one was he was bringing illegal newspapers to the Johansons and other people of Denmark. My second one was that he helped the Rosens get to Sweden. And my third was that he died basically fighting for the rights of everyone else. So my first body paragraph is right here, and it is about that first reason that I gave. And that reason was he is helpful because he brings the newspapers for the Johansons. So here's my paragraph. It's my first body paragraph. I'm going to explain to you guys the different parts of this paragraph and kind of explain what each of them is, and you also need to have those in your body paragraphs as well. I'm showing you 1 body paragraph. You need to write 3 body paragraphs. Okay, so this one says, to begin, Peter made the greatest difference for the people of Denmark by bringing them the illegal newspapers called the De Frie Danske. Peter explains every night, Anne-Marie explains, every night Peter brought us a copy of the Danish newspaper, 89. This shows how Peter is making a difference and helping the people of Denmark by making sure everyone stays informed about what is happening. In addition to this, he also helped in more dangerous ways too. Okay, so based on the slideshow, you need a couple things. The first one is a transition. So this is I thought this was going to be a red marker. That's okay. This is my first paragraph, so I have a beginning transition for it. You guys all know this. This is just review for you. The second thing you need in the first sentence is you're kind of like telling the reader which example you're about to show, okay? So my first example was that he brings the legal newspapers, and I relate it back to my opinion statement. So my opinion statement was that Peter made the greatest impact, and then here's my first example to show you how he did that. So what I'm squiggling under here, this sentence is showing the reader what I'm about to talk about. So again, I am relating back to the opinion statement. Peter made the greatest impact. What did he do? He brought a newspaper for the people of Denmark. Okay. After I've done that, then I'm going to do my citation, the ICE, introduce, cite, explain, which is what you guys, we talked about in class many, many times. We had a poster on the wall. You guys should be experts on this at this point. So I want to point something out. My quotation is not from the text. I don't have Number the Stars with me, so I am just coming up with an example. So these words are not from the text. I just thought of an example off the top of my head from when we read, and I was like, okay, this sounds like it could have maybe been in the book. So you will use words from the text. I'm making it up because I don't have the book. You guys have Hoot in front of you, so you can use exact words from the text. All right, so ICE. First, I introduce my quotation. Anne-Marie explains. That's me introducing. It's very simple. You can have something as simple as that. Direct quotation. Every night, this actually probably should have been ... because it's not a capital letter. Every night, Peter brought us a copy of the Danish newspaper. Okay, in quotation marks. Quotation marks start here and end here. In the quotation marks, those are the exact words from the text. Again, mine's not really, but let's pretend it is. I am taking the exact words from the text. I'm not changing the words. I'm making sure everything is spelled correctly. These are not my words. They are the author's words. So once I do that, then I put my page number in parentheses, and then the period comes after the parentheses, which we did in class as well. Okay, so far, transition, introduction sentence, introduce, cite. Now I'm going to explain. So I have just given a text example. Now I'm going to explain what this means. Why did I use a text example? So it says, this shows Peter is making a difference in helping the people of Denmark by making sure everyone stays informed about what is happening. So I have just explained why this is helpful. Okay, remember my opinion statement is that Peter is the most helpful. My first example, he brings the newspaper. Why is that important? Why is that helpful? Because he is keeping everyone informed. People wouldn't know what's going on without him, or without people like him, I guess. Okay, the last part is kind of like a wrap up. You don't want to end your paragraph with the explanation of your text example. So mine is kind of a way to go into the next paragraph. I say, in addition to this meaning what I just said, he also helped in more dangerous ways too. Because remember, my next two examples were about helping the Rosens get to Sweden and dying for, fighting for the resistance. So those are pretty dangerous. So this is a way of me kind of being like, oh, okay, reader, here's what I'm about to talk about. These are what my next two paragraphs are going to be about. Okay, so this is an example of one body paragraph. I want to tell you, though, you only need one body paragraph to have an exact quotation from the text. So if you wanted to have your examples just be like a summary of what your character did or whatever, that's okay. But you do need one text example, so that means one paragraph needs to have this. If all three of your paragraphs have a direct quotation from the text, that is great. That makes your paper even stronger. But if you would rather, I get it's really difficult. You guys are at home. You're doing this without me. I get it. If you'd rather do a brief summary of your example, that is okay too. All right, so 3 paragraphs today. Join the Zoom call if you guys need any help. Also, I just want to point out, I never thought I would be teaching you a lesson on the floor of my room at my mom's house. So times are crazy. I'm wearing a sweatshirt. I never thought that would happen either while I'm teaching. So I hope everyone's doing good at home. I know this is becoming really difficult, but you guys are doing a really good job. So keep it up. Make sure you write your 3 paragraphs today.